Okay. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin wal aqibatu lil muttaqin wa sallallahu wa sallam wa baraka ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. Just take 5 minutes or somewhere near that. Just recap what we had taken to yesterday because some people might have missed it. So we had described the meaning of Aqeedah to Tawheed, and we said that Aqeedah means to have firm faith, and Tawheed is the oneness of Allah. So Aqeedah to Tawheed means to have firm faith that Allah is one, and there should not be any doubt in it. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Ibrahim, verse number 10, verse number 15, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Afillahi shakkun fatir samawati wal ard. Afillahi, that do you have any doubt that Allah is the creator? So you should not have any doubt, you should have firm faith that Allah is the one person, one creator. And then from where do we take our Aqeedah? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Shu'ara from verses 192 to 195, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِنَّهُ لَتَنزِيلُ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ نَزَلَ بِهِ الرُّوحُ الْأَمِينُ عَلَى قَلْبِكَ لِتَكُونَ مِنَ الْمُنذِرِينَ بِلِسَانٍ عَرَبِيٍّ مُبِينٍ. In these 4 verses, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that we have sent down the Aqeedah, and there's nothing called people, having their ijtihad or people, inventing any Aqeedah. Aqeedah is something we have got it from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then how do we know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? In Surah Ibrahim from verses 190 to 194, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says one of the methods how you come to know about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is by looking at the creation. And the second is the Quran and Sunnah. And by this we come to know that أول واجب على الإنسان, the first thing that is obligatory upon every person, insan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the ulama said insan, أول واجب على الإنسان. The scholars have said insan, not Muslim, that it is obligatory for every person to know about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is not just for Muslims. Islam did not come from Muslims, nor Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, nor the Quran. Everything was revealed for the humanity. Everything was revealed for the humanity. There was nothing called for the Muslims. It is wrong to say that it is our prophet. It is our prophet in, ma'na al-khas, in the, specific meaning, but not in an open meaning. In an open meaning, it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down this religion for every person. And then, نعم أول واجب على الإنسان معرفة الإله باستيقان, as Shaykh Ahmad bin Raslan rahimahullah ta'ala said in his book Az-Zubad, he says أول واجب على الإنسان معرفة الإله باستيقان, that the first obligatory thing upon a person, not Muslim, upon a person is to know his Rabb, to know his Lord Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with complete faith. As I just said, you should not have any doubt that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is your Lord and He is the only person. And then where is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Ayn Allah, Allah is on the arsh. And here I would like to begin a new topic. I mean, just take a bit into depth that there are many people, there are many, sects who say that Allah is everywhere. Allah fi kulli makan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No, Allah is in, every place. It is not right. Allah is not there in every place because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the khaliq. Allah is the creator. He cannot be in the makhluk. Makhluk is fajr. Makhluk is our sinners. Makhluk is, someone who is a salih, a pious person. Makhluk is al-maznib, a sinner, and everything. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala a khaliq. Inna Allah tayyibun la yaqbalu illa tayyiban, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says in a hadith, Inna Allah tayyibun la yaqbalu illa tayyiban. Inna Allah tayyibun la yaqbalu illa tayyiban. It is, you can find this hadith number 10 in the 40 ahadith of Imam An-Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala. You can find hadith number 10, Inna Allah tayyibun la yaqbalu illa tayyiban. So how can you say that the khaliq can be in the makhluk, in which there are people who are not pure, who are, sinners? So a person, a creator who is completely, clean of all the, negativity and all the ayub, how can he be in someone who is, filthy, or someone who, something called dirt? It's not logical to say Allahu fi kulli makan. It's not logical. And here Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one of the ahadith, Hadith al-Jariyah, the hadith is famous with the name Hadith al-Jariyah, in which Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam asks a slave girl, Rasulullah asks her, Ayn Allah. So she says like this, and then she says, Fis sama. Rasulullah says to the owner, a Sahabi, radiallahu anhu, Rasulullah says, A'tiqha, free her, because she knows her Lord. She knows that Allah is in the sky, though it is Arsh. But so here, Imam Albani, while explaining this hadith, got really angry due to the illogical facts, illogical, not facts, illogical facts that, people say that Allah fi kulli makan, Allah, some people even say there's a dead dog, people say Allah fi hada. It's wrong. Astaghfirullah wa atubu ilayh. It's wrong. So Imam Albani rahimahullah ta'ala, while explaining this, he said, Al-jariyatu fi dhaka al-zaman. Al-jariyatu fi dhaka al-zaman afqah min akthar fuqaha al-zaman. أفقه من أكثر فقهاء اليوم. الجارية في ذاك الزمن أفقه من أكثر فقهاء اليوم. That the slave girl of that time was more knowledgeable and she had the understanding of Islam than the fuqaha and the scholars of today. Imam Albani got really angry, and you can find this clip probably on YouTube. You can find this clip where Imam Albani rahimahullah ta'ala got really angry. And ma ma'na al-istiwa, what is the meaning of istiwa? I have said that we should not try to go into more depths in what is the meaning of istiwa. The meaning is ala waqtafa'a wa sa'ad, yani to be high, to be elevated, and to ascend. And we should not try to think how can Allah climb, or how can Allah go higher, or how can Allah be elevating. We should not try to do, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, La tudrikuhu al-absar, in Surah Al-An'am, verse number 103, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, La tudrikuhu al-absar. The imagination cannot understand what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. We know He's on the Arsh, just believe that He's on the Arsh. We should not try to go into this. And here Imam Malik rahimahullah ta'ala, one of the greatest ai*immah, Imam Malik rahimahullah ta'ala, he said, when a person came to Imam Malik and said, Ya Shaykh, يقال في القرآن الله على العرش الرحمن على العرش استوى الرحمن على العرش استوى. And those who have few doubts, just let me cover this. We have just 2 questions. I'm just recapping, and then I'll just pause for a few minutes. If you have any doubts, inshallah, I'll try to clear it. Okay, so just bear with me. I have just 2 questions remaining from the yesterday's part. I'm just trying to cover it because some people have said it, they have missed it. So the most important point, which I thought were most important, I'm trying to go more into depth in that before I can begin today's talk. So I was saying that Imam Malik rahimahullah ta'ala, a person came to him and said, Ar-Rahmanu ala al-Arsh istawa. What is the meaning of istawa? So Imam Malik got really angry, and Imam Malik said, Al-istiwa ma'lumun. Istiwa, ascending, we know what is ascending, right? Linguistically we know. Wal kayfu majhulun. And how is it? We don't know that. Majhul means unknown, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَلَا تَقْفُ مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٍ, or He says, فَلَا تَضْرِبُوا لِلَّهِ الْأَمْثَالِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَلَا تَضْرِبُوا لِلَّهِ الْأَمْثَالِ. Do not try to, join, or do not try to give examples for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do not try to give examples for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Nahl, don't give examples. So this is why Imam Malik got really angry when he said, how? Okay. Al-istiwa'u ma'lumun wal kayfu majhulun wal iman bihi wajib, and to have iman on it is wajib. Was su'alu anhu bid'ah, that you should not ask. And then coming to my last question, which I had discussed yesterday. ما معنى العبادة? ما معنى العبادة? What is the meaning of ibadah? I'm going to repeat this question today because yesterday, due to lack of time, I did not complete this question. And now I'm waiting. I had stopped on the 12th question, which was Mal ibadah, ma ma'na al ibadah. What is the meaning of ibadah? What is the meaning of ibadah? So, ibadah is ismun jami'. It is a collective word. A collective word has many other words in it. A collective word, it's collected with many words. What are those? Ismun jami' li kulli ma yuhibbuhu Allah wa yardah. It is a collective name for every action that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is happy when we do it, and He's pleased when we do it. Pleased and happy, both are same. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gets happy when we do it. This is the meaning of ibadah. Any action, a good action, any action in which there is the please of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah is happy with it, that is called al-ibadah. It can be al-a'mal al-batinah, it can be the inner actions related to the heart, or it can be al-a'mal al-zahirah, the external actions which we do with our tongue or with our organs in general, with our hands and with our organs in general, external actions. Ma ma'na al-ibadah? I think I'm clear in this. Ma ma'na al-ibadah? I think I'm clear in al-ibadah. And al-abd, the meaning of al-abd. Al-ibadah is to worship, not worship, but every action which pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is worship. Worship is anything which pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's nothing called you are ordered. Worship is to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from your external actions and from your internal actions which are related to your hearts. Okay, so the person who does all these actions is called al-abd. The person who does all these actions is called al-abd. Now this is al-ma'na al-khas. This meaning is specific meaning which is specifically for Muslims. The person who does good actions which please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is called al-abd. This is specific meaning. But other than that, every person who is everything that is created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and is under His command, His control, willingly, as Muslims, we are willingly, we have submitted ourselves willingly to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So anyone who has submitted himself to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala willingly or without his will, he's forced, like the non-Muslims, they don't accept Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to their Lord, to be their supreme power, but still they are His servants. So all this is al-ma'na al-'am. This is the general meaning. General meaning of al-'abd is everyone who submits himself to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala willingly or without his will, forcibly. Okay. And al-ma'na al-khas is we Muslims who submit ourselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala willingly. Okay. The 13th question is ma ma'na shahada. Ma ma'na shahada. What is the meaning of shahada? Here, shahada is splitting into two parts. The first is la ilaha illallah, and the second is Muhammadur Rasulullah. What is shahada? I'll try to explain it like this. Shahada splits into two parts, la ilaha illallah and Muhammadur Rasulullah. What is la ilaha illallah and what is Muhammadur Rasulullah? Before that, I would like to say the importance of shahada. The importance. The shahada's linguistical meaning is to testify, but the actual meaning, the meaning which Sharia has described, before that, what is the importance of shahada? How is it related to Tawheed? Tawheed is to have faith that it is Allah is one, oneness of Allah. How is shahada related to it? The first rukn, the first pillar of Islam is kalima. The first pillar of Islam is Shahada. So you cannot enter Islam without pronouncing the Shahada. You cannot enter Islam without pronouncing the Shahada and then believing it with your heart. So that's why we should learn Shahada, because Tawheed is Shahada. Shahada is to testify that Allah is one. How are you going to testify this is Shahada? And then Shahada has two meanings. La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. What is La ilaha illallah? La ma'buda bihaqqin illallah. I just told Shahada has one meaning here. La ilaha illallah. The second meaning is Muhammadur Rasulullah. I was trying to say about La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah means La ma'buda bihaqqin illallah. There is no true deity other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is no true deity other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? Because every religion has their own deities. Every religion has their own deities. There's some, there are every religion has, but the only true deity is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So La ma'buda bihaqqin illallah. The true deity is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the meaning of La ilaha illallah, the first part of Shahada. Okay? As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that about the other deities and himself in Surah Al-Hajj verse number 62. In Surah Al-Hajj verse number 62, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّ اللَّهَ هُوَ الْحَقِّ ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّ اللَّهَ هُوَ الْحَقِّ. Okay, ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّ اللَّهَ هُوَ الْحَقِّ, because that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the only one, the only true person, the only true deity. The 14th question is the second part of Shahada. The 14th question is the second part of Shahada. Muhammadur Rasulullah. What is the meaning of Muhammadur Rasulullah? What do you mean? Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. What do you mean by Muhammad is the messenger of Allah? Muhammad is the messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You mean ta'atuhu fima amar. Rasulullah, what he has ordered you, you should obey him. You should obey Rasulullah in what he has said and worship Allah as he said. Because Rasulullah does not say anything in Islam. Rasulullah is the messenger. He has the aman on his head. Rasulullah does not say anything without the permission and without the revelation that he has got, and without the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Haqqah, وَمَا يَنطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ عَلَّمَهُ شَدِيدُ الْقُوَىٰ وَمَا يَنطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. He does not say anything by his desires. Hawa is desires. He does not say anything. In huwa illa wahyu yuha. It is the wahy. It is the revelation that is revealing, it's revealed upon Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So what Rasulullah says is also the part of Quran. How Quran itself says that what Rasulullah says is part of what Allah says, and obeying Allah is the part is obeying and obeying Rasulullah is obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Ali Imran, verse number 32, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قُلْ أَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ. قُلْ أَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ. Ya Rasulullah, O Muhammad, say, أَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ. I had just made a mistake. It is not in Surah Haqqah. It is Surah Najm. وَمَا يَنطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. I got confused with what, the pattern here. Okay, so it is Surah Al-Najm. وَمَا يَنطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ. I really apologize for that. وَمَا يَنطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. Coming back to the 14th question, which was discussing Shahadati an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammadur Rasulullah. The 14th question, ta'atuhu fima amar, that what Rasulullah orders you, you should believe him, you should obey him in that, because Rasulullah does not say anything without the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rasulullah does not say anything without the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As Allah himself says, قُلْ أَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ. Obey Allah, that is obeying Rasulullah. You obey Allah, that's why Allah says in the Quran in one place, أَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ. Okay? And then similarly, three times Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya أيها الذين آمنوا أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول. Three times with differences, about the wordings like amanu or something, you can change. It changes in the Quran, but 3 times a similar ayah is narrated, it's revealed in the Quran. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ati'u Allah wa ati'u Rasul. Oh, those who believe, those who have faith, obey Allah, obey the messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you understand that you cannot obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala if you don't obey Rasulullah. Okay? Those who say that we just take the Quran, no. What Rasulullah says is also the part of Quran, and Quran itself says. Okay? Then coming to the 15th question. So Shahada consists of 2 parts. La ilaha illallah and Muhammadur Rasulullah. I had just explained. And after understanding all this, the 15th question is related to it. You understand the importance of it. The 15th question is Ma a'zamu ma amara Allah ta'ala bihi. What is the most greatest thing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered everyone? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered everyone the most important thing. After you have learned all these 14 questions, you can get an idea what might have been the most important thing. Tawheed. Tawheed is the most important thing. Getting it? And I'll explain what does Tawheed means. Ibadatullahi wahdah. Ibadatullahi wahdah la sharika lahu bidun an yushraka bih. You should obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the only one Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without associating any partners. So that is Tawheed. I had been explaining this much, this long, and I think I had taken 2 sessions. The second session is almost going to get over. We have taken 2 sessions to just say what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most important thing. So that's why we should understand the importance of learning this. You should understand the importance of learning this, because you should understand the importance of learning this. Why? Because the more you understand this, the more you understand what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. Getting it? The more you understand Tawheed, the more clear explanation, clear understanding you have of Tawheed. You understand Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then you don't feel that your creator is putting a burden on your head, and you don't feel that all this is oppression upon him. You don't feel that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he is, not having mercy. Allah Rahim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most merciful. He has, as Rasulullah says in the hadith, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created 100 parts of rahmah, of mercy. And then what he did? He split it into 100 parts. He created rahmah and then he split it into 100 parts. Rasulullah created rahmah and then he split it into 100 parts. What did he do? I'm trying to explain the rahmah of Allah. Those who say that Allah is oppressing me, I'm trying to say Tawheed is not something called oppression, that you believe one Lord. No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he created 100 parts. He just sent down one part in the earth. He sent down just one part in the earth. And 99 he has with himself. And then Rasulullah says that one part is the reason that a horse is, suckling its and taking care of its calf. The baby of the horse. Okay, the foal, the baby of the horse. That is the reason Rasulullah said, that is the reason, that one part, and then that is the reason that a mother cares for her kids. And then in another hadith, Rasulullah says in the battle, one of the battles, Rasulullah sees a lady, she has lost her son. Rasulullah sees a lady, she has lost her son, and then she is searching for every baby she takes, she's taking it, and she's trying to, suckle him. And Rasulullah says, what do you think, if this lady, she finds her baby, is she going to throw her in fire? Sahaba said, radiallahu anhum, it's impossible, because she's taking some unknown baby and she's, just attaching him to it, so the baby to her chest. So how can she throw her baby? Rasulullah says, you can see this, right? Rasulullah says, Allah, He is more merciful than this. Allah is more merciful than this. So, أعظم ما أمر الله تعالى, the 15th question, أعظم ما أمر الله تعالى هو التوحيد, it is Tawheed, which is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that is what we have been discussing, and I just tried to explain that it's not full of question. Okay? And I think I'll stop here with 15 questions because today the questions were more important and they have to go into lots of depth. And I have a few minutes more, like 3 or 4 minutes left. I'm waiting for anyone. If they have any questions, I'll try to reply to it. And jazakumullahu khairan wa barakallahu feekum. Wa sallallahu wa sallam wa barak ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Walhamdulillahi rabbil